I'm just gonna start.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing that I love about the concept of podcasting, is that you, and especially if you're actually physically meeting with other people,
Yeah.
which is the best option when you record, other than using Zoom and Skype or whatever the fuck they use. Is the fact that you're sitting with the guy, you're looking him in the eyes, you're listening to him, and you can look at his body language. You can understand if he's into something, not into something. These are little things that you're not getting when you're doing shit through the internet, right? Through Zoom, through Skype or whatever. And of course, the main reason is the fucking phones, bro. When you're sitting in front of someone, he is less likely. I won't say he won't, because let's be real. Most people will, but he's less likely to just take the phone and start playing with it right in front of your face while you're talking, which is very rude in my opinion. Unless it's something very important, obviously. You know what I mean? So this is why I love the concept of podcasting. You take like an hour, 2 hours, whatever time frame you set up, and you say, this time it's just me, you, or whoever is recording with us, and no phones, no distractions, just fucking focusing on whatever we're doing and having fun. You know what I mean? I fucking love it.
Preaching to the choir, sister.
Fuck yeah, baby. Which is, by the way, the time to say Munch Hour episode, I don't remember which.
We don't number them.
The last one we did was before the whole fucking corona even hit. Bro.
Yeah. I think it was like September, October.
Yeah, this is November right now. This is towards the end of November right now. And the last episode we recorded
so
was...
we basically have an annual podcast.
Did we record an episode in 2020?
No.
We didn't.
That's what I mean. It's
Holy
an annual podcast.
Holy fuck. Well, 2020 was such a horrible fucking year, bro. But we still managed to close it in.
That's why in the Hebrew count we say it's tashpa, because it's ashpa.
It is fucking ashpa. Ashpa means garbage to those...
it's a garbage year.
To the
year of the garbage.
0 international listeners. Oh, actually, we have one international listener. Nate.
That doesn't count. We false into
But he already shut it off by now, I mean, so yeah. He already shut that shit up, bro.
No, he's just playing on his phone.
Nah, but he knows we'll be talking about Warzone, so he will be listening at least to a little bit of it, because he wants to hear what we have to say about Warzone, which is a game we haven't played. The last time we recorded an episode, we didn't talk about Warzone because it didn't exist yet. So
well, it existed, it wasn't released yet.
It wasn't released yet, yeah. And so yeah, I think we will talk about it a lot today. Also, I wanted to talk to you about, or you want to talk to me about Terminator Resistance?
Resistance, yes.
Resistance is the name of the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Played so many games.
Yeah, last episode we talked about it, and you said that you wanted to play it. You didn't get around for it. You were finishing some other game at that time, and you're a guy who has to do like one game at a time, and you have to finish it before moving to the next one. And a lot of people are like that. And so now that you've played it and finished it,
and Outer Worlds and finished it,
and Outer Worlds, yeah, we'll talk about that as well. I got that one, by the way, in the Steam discount, the Outer Worlds game. Outer Worlds, sorry. There's also a game called Outer Wilds. Have you heard about it?
Yes, it's on my wish list.
Apparently, it's very good. People are like showering it with compliments.
It's a very simple game. Don't go expecting much, yeah? The amazing thing about it is the visuals and the narrative that it sells you.
Right. I don't have expectation from it. I don't plan on playing it. I'm just commenting in general.
I will probably pick it up.
Yeah, I think it seems like it's a very, very you game. If you know what I mean. There's like puzzle elements into it. It's space, so space travel. So
it's puzzles and exploration, bro.
Yeah, it's for you. It's basically made for you.
Yeah.
The game that was basically made for me, the dream game. But it's, you know what? It feels so fucking weird saying it because it's so what's the word, cliche to say it by now, but because everyone is probably saying it. But for me, Cyberpunk is the dream game. It's that simple. It's the dream game. I haven't been hyped for a game being released since what was the last single player game that I was actually hyped for? Holy fuck.
Were you hyped for Diablo 3?
Yes, very much. But that was but tell me there was something after that. That was like that was 10 years ago, bro. Come on. There has to be something more recently. Fuck. Gaming,
I don't know.
gaming wasn't that bad. It was very good.
Excited by anything the shit EA did in the last 10 years?
I mean, hey,
Star Wars stuff,
hey,
or
since the last time we talked, EA actually did some. EA actually managed to do some good things.
Yes,
believe it or not.
Agreed.
Unlike some other fucking company that we all love and grew on and have so much nostalgia towards, which is obviously Activision Blizzard, basically Blizzard, not Activision. But today it's a lot more Activision than Blizzard, no doubt about it. That company...
Blizzard is getting off the map.
Oh my god, bro. What's going on right now with Hearthstone? I play Hearthstone. I still play that shit. I'm very close to uninstalling it. Very close to just quitting altogether. Very close. What's going on right now?
You just reminded me I need to uninstall Overwatch.
Yeah, fuck that game too. Seriously. Bro, there's... that company... It breaks my heart, man. It breaks my fucking heart. What became of Blizzard?
We grew up with fucking Blizzard.
Yeah, we literally grew up with it.
Yeah.
But the good news is that Mike Morhan, the main guy there, and a lot of the other main guys who started the whole shit from the ground up, they left the company.
Exactly. It's not the same company anymore.
Oh yeah, the company Blizzard is dead, bro.
Yeah.
What we are experiencing right now is the death gargles. Or what's the word?
No, it's the post-mortem beating of the body. Bro.
Yeah,
it's already dead.
It's
Activision is squeezing the last resources it can from the mutilated body, and then it will be buried in the back like a donkey.
It's so true, man. It's so sad. It fucking breaks my heart, man.
Paraphrasing a Hebrew saying.
I literally played every Blizzard game ever, I think. There's no Blizzard game that I haven't played, I don't think. Other than Brood Wars, the expansion. The StarCraft 1 Brood Wars expansion. I haven't played that for some reason. I don't know why. What happened?
Is that StarCraft 2?
StarCraft 1 Brood Wars. The expansion for StarCraft 1 was called Brood Wars, if I remember correctly. We can check it right now.
No, I mean...
Should probably have Google, by the way, ready. Fact-checking some stuff. Because we're going to be talking a lot of bullshit. Anyways... yeah, that was the only one I haven't played for some reason, but I played every other game they've ever made and loved every one of them. Even Overwatch I respected and appreciated, even though I never loved the game. Today I don't mind saying that I fucking hate that game, but I did respect what the team did there. It was a well-made, polished game.
Ooh, Overwatch was super polished.
Very polished. It still felt like a Blizzard game.
Yeah.
But I think it was literally the last Blizzard game, the real Blizzard, I mean, that we got. Because after that, the only thing that they released was the fucking Warcraft 3 Reforged, which was a fucking disaster on every possible way.
Well, they also released World of Warcraft Classic, which is
a
hit.
Yes, you're right. But I'm talking about like... You know what? I can't even say original games because of obviously the Reforged isn't an original game, but it is like a remastered version. It should have had like so many new stuff in it, like a whole new engine, graphical engine, new cinematics, everything, you know? So it's almost like a new game. You just have the same template as the last game. That's it.
You're thinking from the consumer point of view.
Yes.
They are a corporate.
Yes.
The player base that is interested in what they did there is so small and insignificant, I think, that they didn't give a shit. Why pour money into it? There's not going to be a game. Not a financial game. A significant financial game.
It feels basically like... Yeah, you're absolutely right. It feels like Blizzard realized, or maybe Activision realized, that Blizzard is no longer their franchises are no longer profitable the same way they were for the new age of players, you know, because all the franchises are built on people like me and you, the old guard, the older gamers. Those are the people who grew up on those games, all those games. They haven't made a new franchise except Overwatch, since which is a newer game and probably has most of their newer or younger demographic.
Yeah.
They haven't made a new franchise since then, right? So you will never have a good Blizzard game again. I don't think. I don't think Diablo 4 would be. I don't think Diablo 4 would be.
Diablo 4 mobile was ever made? Wasn't it ever
No,
made?
Diablo Immortal was the one that was going to be on mobile. in places like China, that game will be a hit no matter what. That game will be a huge fucking hit, and I think that's the market they're aiming at right now. I think China and little kids, that's their market, and that's a lot of money. Don't worry about it. That's all they need.
That's most of the money.
I don't think they give a fuck about their core demographic of fans that actually made Blizzard what it is today, but they don't care because the people who run it right now are not the same people. Exactly, it's not the same people.
Bro, the place that I work at has like this regular cyber updates, which I usually screenshot and also put on the, the chat group that we have, which you're not in.
Fuck WeChat. It's also...
It's not on WeChat, it's on Signal. Anyway.
All of you are in Signal?
Yes. Except Nate.
Oh, no, so it doesn't matter.
All of the of the Israeli guys, all the...
If you can get Nate there, I'll join.
I'm not even trying. Anyway, the last update had an update that said 5 apps on Google Play that had to do with Minecraft were discovered by Avast or some other company to have after the 3-day trial they start recurring payment from you without your knowledge.
Without your knowledge?
Without your knowledge, yes. And the key demographic of these Minecraft apps is kids. So if there were credit card details with that phone,
so predatory, man. So fucking predatory, And in this time, where in Corona times, where everyone are stuck at home and they have nothing to do, and PC gaming and console gaming is
cyber attacks just went up in those times.
Yeah, but also, I'm saying PC gaming in general and gaming in general have gone up in hundreds of percentiles, right? Because people are home. People are either working from home or just stuck at home without a work.
Before Corona times.
I'm trying to make a point. Yes, of course.
In the world says the gaming financially, the whole gaming sector is in a rise.
Extremely profitable. Extremely
yes.
profitable.
Yes.
But a lot of it is unfortunately stems from very predatory behavior on very young demographics.
Yes.
People like Activision and people like EA and people like with their fucking loot boxes in all the sport games and all that shit. Did you know that they added like fucking what do you call it? They added mid-game ads to their NBA games.
Yeah.
You've seen you play a fucking NBA game, bro.
Yeah.
You're like
just like in real life.
Like fourth quarter, last minute of the fucking game, you pass the ball to fucking Kobe, R.I.P. and you fucking jump shots, and you get a fucking mid-roll ad to the boys, season 2 or some shit by Amazon in the middle of your fucking game, bro. They are shameless. These people are shameless. They don't give a fuck. They only want the money. And what I was starting to say before about Blizzard is that they sense that all those old school franchises, Diablo, StarCraft, Warcraft, all those World of Warcraft, all those old school franchises are on their last cycle, on their end. They're nearing their end. You know what I mean? And what they're doing is, instead of trying to refresh them and make them current and keep supporting them and making them both accessible to their old demographic and their new demographic, which is the smart thing to do. What they're doing is they're sucking every last cent they can out of each and every one of those franchises just before they die, because they know that people like you and me, you and I, are gonna leave very soon. Some of us already left, right? So they're sucking every last penny they can. That's exactly what they're doing with the new Battle Pass in Hearthstone. It's the most blatant display of greed, of corporate greed that I have ever seen in my life. And I've seen some pretty greedy shit.
I'm just nodding my head here.
I know, I know. You, for podcasts, you need to actually have some audible cue to show that you're... We haven't done this in a while, boys. Tell me about Terminator Resistance.
What? We're not jumping point that fast.
Oh, you wanted to make a counterpoint.
No, I agree with every word you said.
Oh, okay. You wanted to add it.
I will just add a pragmatic perspective, because you mentioned how the gaming world is changing towards the new demographics and the new way.
Yes.
All these live services, basically.
Yes.
And the things that you and I complain about in these podcasts, like the shitty way that and I'm using double quotes here, way that these corporates behave, matters to such a small percentile of people, to the hardcore gamers. Bro, I meet people every day, and today most people have some touch with gaming. They have a PlayStation or some Wii or some, people even get their hands on, what's the new Nintendo thing? Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that aren't gamers,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a Switch. And
Well, you're talking about casual gamers.
yes, but they're everywhere. Gaming is
Of
so
course.
mainstream now that it's everywhere.
That's fine.
Everyone is a casual gamer. If you're not a hardcore gamer, you're a casual gamer.
Yes.
On your phone, on your console, on your PC, whatever. On your fucking work computer. You dabble in something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Even for the old people and whatever, you have weird apps like Bejeweled or card games that talk to them and suck their money in mobile.
Yeah, but those are all responsible.
But that's
Responsible
what I mean.
is not the word,
And
but they're...
when I talk to these people and I explain to them how what they're participating in is predatory, is meant to make them spend money or whatever, I show them exactly the tricks and whatever.
Yeah.
I spoke to a guy that plays a mobile game. The classic target suck your money whales kind of thing game.
Yes.
He admits, he tells me, I spend on this game
Yeah.
like 1,000 shekels a month.
It's an addiction, bro.
And I told him, what you're describing is an addiction.
It's an addiction.
He says, I know, but I enjoy it. It makes me feel, I enjoy playing this way. I enjoy what the result. And he tells me the counterpoint, and he says, how much do you spend on a month on weed? And I told him the same amount. He says, so what's the difference?
Also true. Also a true point. Also a true point.
You're paying a lot of money for a good feeling. And he says, the game gives me this good feeling. So all these people, they don't give a shit about the stuff we complain about. So why would the corporation stop? And all the things that are wrong about it, because it's mandatory for kids and whatever, it's just the governments, the regulation, which has always been the case, being slow to react to the advancements of technology. It will come sooner or later. There will be rules and regulations, and they won't regulate themselves with the USRB or whatever crap. The government will regulate it, and that's it. There will be rules about it, and you will move on. But this is the new model.
It's already started.
Yes,
the regulation.
But this is the new model. Fighting this is
in Canada. EA just got sued by Canada. Canada just made loot boxes illegal.
But that's why, like you're saying, EA that is like coming around, because they're starting to play by the new rules.
Yeah, but listen, we have so many old rules which are from some reason applying to the fucking internet. The DMCA rule, the fucking music industry, old 90s rule, still applies today, which makes zero fucking sense. It causes so much issues to so many content creators.
It will change.
Right now in Twitch TV, the content creators, the streamers, the biggest streamers there are, like that make millions for the company and for themselves, obviously, are getting DMCA strikes all the time on stuff like, you won't believe this. People are playing Grand Theft Auto. There's like role-playing servers.
Yeah.
So it's like customized servers of the base game with mods that make it like for the role-playing community there. Very nice. Very successful streaming
platform.
The Twitch is a streaming platform. It's a very successful category in stream in Twitch. So you have like hundred thousands of viewers every day for that area, for that game. So they got struck by DMCA for shit like the sirens in the game, the sirens of the fucking ambulance, like ridiculous shit.
But what?
Because
Who has the rights for that?
Amazon offers no protection against DMCA at all, nothing. What they gave to their content creators, the advice they gave, they sent an email. You can actually Google it. They told them you should probably mute your game. And let's not talk about music. You can forget about music in Twitch. Nobody plays any music that is not DMCA free on Twitch right now. So every stream right now is like the person just talking and dead silence in the background, which is not that horrible, but a lot of streamers are music based.
Yeah.
They're literally just they create their own music and they perform. They perform music and live on Twitch, and they get DMCA strikes from some random people. It's so ridiculous. The DMCA is an old fucking shitty law from like the 90s or the 80s even, from the music industry that tries to protect the musicians, right? But what it really does is today in the internet, in the internet days, in the the YouTube and Twitch and all that shit, where you have music, where you get exposed to music all the time. Those rules you can't use the same dry rules on how things operate today. It just doesn't work because it's very abusable, and a lot of people are losing their jobs, losing their careers because of this, because Twitch is not doing what they're supposed to do to protect their content creators. You know what I mean? And Twitch has been bought by by the richest to date, the richest man in the world, like fucking Jeff Bezos, the Amazon. You know what I mean? One of the richest and most powerful corporations in the world. I don't know, man. But I guess it costs money to do it. So, go figure. So yeah, a very optimistic.
This is how corporates move, bro.
Very optimistic.
They see something that makes money, they buy it, and then they just leave it as it is. They don't develop it.
They do, but they develop it in all the wrong ways.
Probably.
They enhance all the bad things that make you. They want to. Someone said something very nice that I saw in the Hearthstone Reddit right now, which is a shit fest. If you want to laugh, if you just want to laugh, go into the Hearthstone Reddit, because it's all memes right now.
Yeah.
It's all memes. There's nothing about the game. It's all fucking memes about the new Battle Pass and how Blizzard sucks. Yeah. That's all it is right now. It's like that for a fucking week straight.
Internet culture is so funny.
It's so funny, bro. So but every now and then you can actually find something that's actually profound. You know what I mean? There was a developer there who said...
It's funny to me that you check Reddit regularly and I never go there.
I do, yeah. That's one of the difference between... we're two very different gamers, which is why this podcast is also something I enjoy doing with you, because you have a very different perspective than I do on a lot of things that has to do with gaming. But yet we're still both of us are hardcore gamers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just different gamers.
It's funny that you awoke that beast in me. I was a casual gamer for so long.
You say that, but you tell me about your history, and it sounds to me like you were always a gamer.
No, I was a gamer. I was a gamer in the closet.
Did I get you out of the gaming closet, bro?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I helped you come out, bruh.
Yeah. Come to terms with what I am.
Yeah, bro. And it's fun, isn't it? It's fun. I mean, it's a very unique thing to be a gamer in Israel, I think. It's a very small subculture, I guess.
I don't know. It's growing, bro.
It is growing.
I'm seeing in the paper like there's a whole what do you call that?
In the paper, you old fuck.
Yeah, I read the paper.
In the fucking paper.
Real paper, like not even like a newspaper site. No, like an actual newspaper.
Two boomer fucks, bro. That's what my old nephew would call me, a fucking old boomer fuck.
Well, but that's what I mean. We are old gamers. So the young gaming community in Israel is pretty big, and they have regular competition, tournaments, and
the competitive scene was always there, but it's a very small scene.
No, I'm saying that this scene is getting bigger. It's getting.
It's all relative, right?
No, because we had some people that actually made impressive spots in the international tournaments, Dota 2 and
Yeah, we had some good.
so the mainstream companies and the government
started to
show interest in this.
Yeah, but you can't compare it to how it is in fucking esports. Is like a huge industry in the United States and in some places in Europe,
But you know,
Asia.
you know how this country is. Everything is in delay.
No,
It happens like
it's not just that.
everywhere
But first, it's You know what? I don't want to start talking about our country specifically. I'd rather not open it because it always somehow becomes political.
Yes.
So I'd rather just jump over it to the next.
Okay.
To the next
So
subject.
I'll just say you mentioned EA being surprisingly decent in its let's say corporate decisions lately.
Yes.
Which we can name a few. Moving their closing Origin, moving everything to Steam.
They didn't close
They
Origin.
didn't close. Come on, let's talk de facto here.
Did you know that you still have to install Origin and have an Origin account
To play on Steam.
to play on Steam? So for me, it's still not there. When they tell me that I don't have to have a Origin installed, I don't mind Origin account. That's even though it's very annoying, I don't mind it because I already have one.
Yeah.
But as long as they keep telling me that I have to install and have that shit working in the
third party,
background,
yeah.
I'm not buying it on Steam even. That's
You know that I felt the same way when I bought the box set of Skyrim and it forced me to install Steam.
yeah.
I was like, why are you forcing me to install a third-party software I don't want?
True. But today it's just because almost every company wants you to install a third party. Come on, how many do you have? You have Origin, you have Steam, you have fucking Uplay, which changed their name now to
Epic.
something else. Epic, fuck Epic, fuck Uplay too, fuck all of those guys.
Exactly.
Man, the only one
All are cheap imitations.
only one I enjoy using dabbling every now and then with, even though it's still not perfect in my opinion, is the GOG one, Galaxy 2.0 because
Yeah, they pissed me off. I installed that.
me too. I installed it because too many bugs. Too many
No, it
bugs.
wasn't about bugs. It was the company just pissed me off. It's a different story.
What? Because of the crunch.
No.
So what else did you do that pissed you off that much? CD Projekt Red, one of the industry
You're gonna laugh
darling.
because it's a principle thing, and I'm a principled man.
Hey, but I enjoy talking about it. Tell me. And it's gaming
Basically,
related.
I had Galaxy, and I love GOG. I bought lots of. If I had the choice between Steam and GOG, and a game was on both, I'd buy it on GOG. Okay. Just because I believe in the vision of GOG better than Steam's.
Yeah.
And I knew they were working on the Galaxy 2.0 that is supposed to unite everything under the banner of the Galaxy.
Explain what you mean by uniting everything.
You give them your credentials for the other softwares like Epic, Steam, whatever.
The other launchers, yeah.
Yeah, the other launchers, and you can run. They will scan your libraries there, and everything will be available for you through GOG. GOG will run everything as long as it has your credentials.
Yeah, the Galaxy app, yeah. That's how it's supposed to be working.
Wait, I'm not even getting to that. Officially, this is a beta.
Yeah, it is.
Okay?
It is.
I had Galaxy 1.6. It kept telling me there's an update, you can go to 2.0, and I said, fuck that, I'm not beta testing anything in my life. I don't give a shit. When you have a product that is finished, and you say this is your product from now on, okay. Lo and behold, I want to play something on GOG, I run the thing, and it auto-updates without asking me. 2.2.0.
Okay.
I write them. Fuck you. This is a beta, and I am not interested in opting to any beta. I told them this. I can show you the emails. I've checked my settings. The beta testing is not checked. I am not opted for betas. Give me back my Galaxy 1.6.
Yeah, you're such an old fuck, bro.
And
I write them.
Are you really fucking wrote them, bro?
I believe you.
And I got the usual PR bullshit from CD fucking Projekt Red with some Polish person who doesn't give a shit about anything. I didn't even
what did he
care
say?
what I wrote.
What did he say? No, first of all, what did
The
you say?
official app we have is the Galaxy 2.0. We're running with this one forward. So I replied and I said, then why is it in beta? Say it's not beta and you have solved the problem.
Oh my god.
What did he say? No, we are still testing it, it's beta.
That's the reason you uninstall?
Yes, fuck that.
Oh my
No,
god.
fuck that.
One bad
They
customer
will not,
service?
they will not force me to beta test their fucking shit. This is not acceptable. Not acceptable.
That's
If they don't want it to be beta, they can say it's a technicality. If they would officially say it's not beta, I would have stayed with it.
I don't know.
But as long as it's officially a beta, I should have a choice.
That's a funny story, bro.
It is.
I'm gonna be
Uninstalled. They keep off sending me their emails with take this free game, discount
They
there.
did?
They do all the time.
So come
Fuck
on,
you.
bro.
No.
That's more than
Fuck
any other
you.
company will do today.
No, it's the general mail for everyone. It's like personalized.
Oh, it's like an automatic shit.
Yeah. They don't give a shit I left. I even told them when
They
they
don't
like,
give a
reply
shit.
with the thing. I told them, well, if I'm not gonna beta test anything. If I can't go back to 1.6, then I guess I don't need your app. And they were like, okay, goodbye, have a nice day.
Does that mean you're not gonna be playing Cyberpunk either? Because
But
of one
no,
one customer service guy who
Cyberpunk will
fucked
be
you
on
over?
Steam.
Yeah, but it's a CD Projekt
No,
game.
no,
You're
no,
supporting
this
CD
is-
Projekt when you buy that.
I'm not mad at CD Projekt Red. They're a developer. This is what one unit does in a corporate has nothing to do with what the
Then
other
why
unit
the one?
does.
So one guy in customer service fucked you over, and because of that, you're not using the platform anymore.
Yes,
All right, bro.
not using GOG.
Okay, all right. Don't know if because I mean, I
When it's not in beta, maybe I'll come back. Right now,
Oh, okay.
fuck them.
I see what you're saying because it's in beta. That's the main.
I'm
thing
not
for
as
you.
beta testing the shit.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. Hey, I respect your opinion, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's to each his own. Hey, it pissed you off. It's your right to fucking to say fuck you guys and uninstall that shit. It is what it is.
And Cyberpunk, I will play for sure.
For sure, bro. It's gonna
But,
be. I don't know if it's gonna be amazing, but it's gonna be a very good game for sure.
Did you see the requirements that they have published?
They're not that bad, bro.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean the highest recommended PC is the old PC that I had that I sold just a few months ago, bro. The 67K Intel i7.
I will pull this up because I think differently.
No, they look at the resolution as well. They show it by resolution and ray tracing on and off.
Yes.
It
So
won't
this
work.
is-
It won't work on your computer, okay? It won't work.
Exactly.
But hopefully, maybe you'll get the new computer by then. You know.
But this is exactly what was my point.
It's
My
the
point was
December
that
10th.
I cannot play this game until I get a new computer. So
You
won't
can.
buy it.
You can just.
No.
Just it won't be. You won't be getting really the full experience. Not even close to it.
I'm not touching a game like that.
I respect that.
PC.
I respect that. It also gives time for them to patch shit up, which will, you know, such a huge game will have many bugs, no matter what. And even though they had like 3 delays already this year to polish stuff up. By the way,
And to walk the walkers to the bone.
we'll talk about that as well. I see no way that the game will be delayed again, by the way. The last, even though it was delayed like twice already.
They fucked so many other developers with all these delays.
Yeah, but I don't see them delaying it
Everyone's
again.
pushing their time.
When you see fucking ads for the game being released on December 10th on fucking UFC main card, then you know it's coming out for sure. There's no way because then it's already multi-million ads, dollars on ads that will be wasted if it's not released at that date. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So and they already took some heat. They already took some financial hit from their not financial hit. Like they took some their market share took a little bit of a hit because of the delays. People are like a bit apprehensive about all those delays. But you also need to remember that this is the year of the fucking corona, and every game pretty much got delayed. Last big games that were supposed to be released this year got delayed to either next year or later this year. So, and this is supposed to be the biggest game of the generation or of the decade or some shit like that. So, I guess we should be a lot more patient and a lot more accepting of those delays. However, with the crunch and all the rumors
I
about,
don't give a shit about any of the delays. I don't mind that kind of stuff.
a lot of people do. Obviously,
I know. I'm just saying. They can delay all they need as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, okay, but you're more concerned about what you should be concerned too about the whole crunching that goes on there.
I just want to mention that we diverted from the original topic I raised, and I didn't even get to finish it, which was I said you mentioned the good things that EA did, and then we said what they did, and we started talking about that.
Star
and
Wars,
I wanted to say I wanted to mention that another company that is I want to praise, although it was a company that everyone shit on, and that's Hello Games.
Which?
Hello Games, the No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky, yeah. They're under the EA umbrella.
No,
they're not.
I'm just saying they also did good things.
Oh, sure, but that's not the same because that's not like a huge corporation.
No, it's not.
It's not even. Yeah,
it's a developer. It's not a publisher.
Those guys, you know, I wasn't even that mad at them at first when they released the game. Yeah, the guy who was I forgot his name, who was talking about all the features of the game and pretty much blatantly lying about it. He fucked up, but he knew he fucked up. It's a small developer, relatively small developers. They don't have experience with that shit. You know, I'm much more forgiving to those kind of guys who are trying to make ambitious projects, you know, and are taking a lot of and making a lot of mistakes on the way, as long as they're actually improving and actually reaching their goals eventually.
Sure, that's an understatement.
Yeah, and you'll tell me about it, I'm sure, in a moment. But what I'm saying is, me personally, I'm a lot more forgiving towards those guys than the big corporations that should not have to do that kind of shit. That's why they're a big corporation. They have so much money. They're supposed to be a lot more efficient, a lot more experienced, and they should have the best developers and the best people in there. That's, in theory, that's what a good corporation should be able to do. But in practice, it's not what's going on. Mm-hmm. What I wanted to say before we talk about No Man's Sky, and you tell me how about that game, is EA also did a lot of good shit with. EA is very lucky that they bought Respawn Entertainment, because those guys made a lot of good games that really raised the EA stock. They made the Apex Legends, which was a free-to-play game, right? And they made and now, by the way,
is it still going strong?
It's going strong, and it's coming to Steam.
It's already on Steam. No?
Yeah, like should be right now, or in a few days. And Respawn also developed a single-player game with no microtransactions, no loot boxes, no nothing, which was extremely successful, based on Star Wars. It's called Star Wars. I can't remember the name of the game.
Are you talking about the flight thing?
No. That came later. Not Squadron, which also is getting good reviews and saying it's a great game.
So you're talking about that single-player game with the Jedis and the
with the Jedi, which is a platforming game, which is Dark Souls platform kind of game, only based in the Star Wars universe. You play a Jedi, a young Jedi, or some shit like that. I forgot the name of the game, but that was made by the same guys who made Apex. Mm-hmm. And they also made what's its name, Titanfall 1 and 2, which were good games. They make good games. Respawn doesn't make bad games.
There was some criticism on Titanfall 2, wasn't
No, there are
the multiplayer maybe.
I don't know. Actually, I hear Titanfall 2. People say that everyone should play the single player game. It's that good. Like, the single player campaign is very, very good.
I do want to try the Titanfall.
And there's a lot of sales for it, deep sales for it. It's very cheap.
Fallen Order.
Yeah, I see Fallen Order. Yeah, Star Wars the Fallen Order. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, and they also released in October 2020. They released Star Wars Squadron.
Yeah.
Squadrons, which it's very good for VR. I heard. Very good for VR.
Even generally, this game is inspired by the original and old school TIE Fighter and X-Wing. And those were very fucking good games. I played all of them and they were all very fucking good.
Yeah, EA are making some... Lately, in last year, in 2020 was actually a good year for EA. I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about...
gamer perspective.
Yes, I'm talking from the gamers' community's perspective, exactly. Yeah. But it also, by the way, it also manifests it financially, because they made a lot of money on those games, and those games did not have loot boxes and no gambling and nothing of that, no predatory shit, just good fucking games. man.
Yeah.
You know, like it should be. And if EA continues this way, good things will happen, bro. Okay? And Microsoft, by the way, are also making a lot of good decisions lately. A lot of very consumer friendly. The Game Pass, the Xbox Game Pass is very good. You get some crazy fucking deals on that shit, bro. For PC. It works on PC. What?
Didn't they buy
What?
Bethesda?
Yeah, they did, which is good. It's very good.
You're saying Microsoft did good things. You're talking about a stupid battle pass when the earthquake in the gaming community was. Then they bought a huge fucking publisher.
When did they?
They devoured it. That thing was a whale.
When did they buy? When the fuck did it? It's very recent.
Bethesda
right?
is a huge developer. They were a whale.
Type it in. When did Bethesda get bought by Microsoft? This is very recent.
Yes.
Bethesda. When was this? This was last month or some shit like that, right? Is it official already? Is it official, right? Yeah, it is. 7.5 billion. Jesus.
Can you imagine? This is not like you're saying, oh, there's a battle pass in the fucking Xbox. No.
Oh my god.
This is like you have a US carrier and then an alien from space came and ate it.
Oh my god, bro. 7.5 billion. Microsoft bought Bethesda for 7.5 billion in 20. This is published from 21 of September this year. Yeah,
This is Bethesda being the Hulk, and you're like, wow, strong, wow, unbeatable, and then come in Thanos.
Yeah. But this is good news, man, because Bethesda were so down. If we were talking about the horrible gaming companies, Bethesda,
I hate them so much.
Bethesda were so down the toilet.
I so hate them right now.
This is actually a very, very ballsy move by Microsoft.
I love it, because the way Bethesda was going right now was 100%
the garbage.
opposite of what I want.
Yeah, they were.
So to me, this can only mean either the same shit with I don't care or improvement.
Yeah, Fallout 76 was 176.
Yes.
Considered one of the worst fiascos of recent history.
What a disaster.
And that's saying something because there's a lot of disasters.
What a disaster. And
yeah, man, yeah. So
and not only that, I had bad customer relations with them.
Oh, and we know how you are with customer relations. Did you write them, bro? Did you write them?
I wrote them. That's what I mean. And they also gave me the wrong customer service. I told them to fuck them and the products. Yes.
You know, it's funny how much people project from. You should project, but the companies don't realize how much people project from the customer service to the whole company. They don't realize how much it's important to that the people who...
They do. The focus is on the mainstream. It's on Twitter. Yeah. It's on Facebook. Yeah. Not on support us on the site. Not on emails, because that's for old fucks like me.
Yeah.
Today when someone wants to complain about the game, he doesn't write them an email like I do. He fucking posts an angry post on Facebook, and someone immediately replies because everyone sees it.
Yeah. Well, it is effective. You gotta admit, it is an effective way to put them on their toes.
Yes, and if I had Facebook, I might have considered it.
However, you can do what Blizzard are doing and just ignore everything and pretend like it doesn't exist. The problem doesn't exist.
Yeah,
for some reason
they stop with Hong Kong.
Yeah, exactly. With Blitzchung, whatever his name was. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. How did
They're such an ostrich.
The fucking main guy, the CEO, he came on stage and said there was an embarrassing, weird e-sport incident. That's how we refer to it, e-sport incident.
No, he didn't even say e-sport. It was so gloomy. It was so... He didn't say anything.
He said something incident.
He just said incident. He said there was some incident.
E-sport incident, he said. Something like that. I remember him saying e-sport, which is still very vague, bro. Don't worry about
Super
it. We're sorry. We didn't.
He didn't say sorry. He didn't apologize.
He didn't say sorry.
He didn't apologize.
It's the apology. It's like if I kick you in the balls and then what the fuck are you doing, dude? Why the fuck did you just kick me in the balls? And I'm saying to you, Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
is unfortunate.
I'm sorry that you feel like I should apologize to you. I'm sorry that you feel that way. That I should apologize to you. That's sorry, bro.
It is unfortunate that you think I should apologize.
I should apologize to you for kicking you in the balls, bro. Just embrace that feeling, you know, that pain. Embrace it, because right now it's your world. It's the fucking world
Exactly.
right
And then when the shitstorm starts around what they say, what do? They look like an ostrich, you know, looking around. And then, they stick their head in the sand. And that's it.
now. Oh,
Business
my
as
God.
usual.
So tell me about No Man's Sky. What improvements have they made that made the game so much better than it was before? And also know that I never played the game, and all I know is that it's an open world, sandboxy, space simulator kind of thing.
When the game came out, it was Minecraft in space with less shit to do than in Minecraft.
Minecraft in space sounds very good.
Yes.
Minecraft is one of the most
But
successful
in the
games
Minecraft,
in the world.
in Minecraft, other than also mining your surrounding, you know, the entire surrounding is changeable. But in Minecraft, you mine it and you build things.
Mm-hmm.
When No Man's Sky came out, you couldn't build shit, so you could only mine stuff.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't build a base.
Right.
You could build only components for your ship or whatever.
So they basically released a half ready game.
Look, I bought it on launch.
Yeah.
And I think I played like 40 hours before I put it down.
Yeah.
So, because it still had a great exploration age for the exploration likers like me. You can still run around. You can
You
still
love that
move
shit.
around.
You're-
Get from planet to planet. Go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Take pictures of weird wildlife and but there were also some NPCs and some curiosities to find. But you quickly realized there's nothing to do. You find someone, he says the same 3, 4, 5 generic things or whatever. Maybe he tells you he needs something. I don't even know if they had quests then or whatever. The world was empty.
Felt empty.
And they said he could meet people, but no one met anyone.
Wait, what do you mean by meet people?
Other players. They
Oh,
said you could.
you
Even
said
then, they said you could run into other players,
It's
but
multiplayer like?
yes, but de facto you couldn't run into anyone.
Yeah, that was one of the blatant lies that I was.
Maybe
talking
they thought you could, but people tested it. Like they managed to get to the same place, named or whatever, and they weren't there.
about. Okay.
This is when it was released. The game today, this is 4 years later. 4 years of development. 4 years of pouring money and salaries into the game. And this is a game that has no monthly subscription. This game that has no microtransactions. There's no income from the game. I played it again at 2018. I play it again now. Every 2 years I came back to it. And I didn't have to put another dime from the original price I paid.
Mm-hmm.
Just like any single player game you own.
Yeah.
The game today is a live service. There is a hub which you go to, you see all the other players that come to the hub. It has daily quests.
Mm-hmm.
It has quests for parties that are difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
You got grinding for the weird reputation.
Sounds like an MMO.
Achievement. That's what I mean. It's a live service for everything, and it takes zero money from you. It's got maximum engagement. You can build bases, look for blueprints, go on missions
How
together.
do they make money?
You can have a fleet. You can have a capital ship. You can have bases everywhere you want. You got teleporters. If you get to the expensive, you can upgrade up your capital ships. You got capital ships that look like Star Destroyers. You got capital ships that look like stuff from Warhammer. There's a lot of content.
And is that people are building the stuff, or is it?
Yeah,
Or you buy it?
you grind like in playtime for.
No,
like
I'm saying, is it stuff that the developers develop?
Developers, but it's nothing from the community.
It's not people built it like in Minecraft. You know what I mean?
No,
Okay.
they have like highlights to community bases, people that made nice stuff, and you can
okay.
teleport there and go look at it. That's in the hub.
Very cool.
But the things that you buy in game and everything is the developers. And when you go to your capital ship, you can customize colors, decals, stuff that yell at you, microtransactions. You're used to it from every other fucking game. So, and there's nothing.
How does the company sustain itself?
I don't know.
Financially, with that model.
The only thing
are you sure there's nothing in there that costs money? Nothing.
My only worry is that they're like preparing the ground.
Hey, it's fine. Listen.
And then they're gonna hit it with it.
It's their. I see no problem with that. If that's their business model,
they overhauled. Like I had to.
You'd pay right now. You'd pay for that, right? If it would be a symbolic like.
If it would be a microtransaction fest for everything I want to do in the game, no.
No.
If there would be like a monthly subscription,
Yes.
Yeah, I'd pay.
That's what I mean. They're earning it. They're earning your trust. They're earning your...
But that's what I'm saying.
And they're doing it the right way.
That's what I'm saying. Monthly subscription would be okay.
Yes.
A microtransaction fest that you can do there? No, not okay.
And you don't know which way they're leaning.
No.
You don't even know if there is going to be.
Yeah, I'm not saying there will.
Are you sure right now there is zero ways for them to make
I did not see one time someone asking me for money.
Do they not have like some sort of... Because it seems so weird, you know? How do they... Do they sustain themselves still only from just the sales of the game?
Either that or they have a business plan with investors that we don't know about.
It's interesting. For me, it's very interesting to figure out how they...
That's why I wanted to mention this thing, because when I found... My experience with this was this. I played in 2019, the game was still similar to what it was originally, but they improved some things. Added more NPCs, more things to do, some quests, some achievements, a few nice things. Base building, which was very rudimentary, but they added base building, so I saw some streamer on Twitch play it, and I said, okay, this like they changed a lot, it seems interesting. Installed, I played it for a bit, like another 20 hours or so. And gave it aside. I said, okay, it's still not complete to me. There's still not enough to do. Now, when I came back, I still was in my old save, 66 hours in. Okay? And it felt like there's a lot of things to do, but I felt lost. Like, how do I get this? Why can't I do that?
Wasn't it overwhelming?
Yes, but there was a reason. After a while, when I started talking to a friend, which I said, well, we can play together, you know? You can play with anyone you want. Because you can tell the game you want to play with a friend and it will teleport you to him. So you can group, this is very good. The multiplayer fashion of this game is very positive. I think. You can basically play together with a person and do everything you do together.
It's very weird that you buy a game and you get like a very desolate, lonely experience. You put how many 40 plus hours in it, put it aside, forget about it. Come back to it like how many years later?
2 years later.
2 years later, and it's like a whole populated world with other people.
Oh, now it's 4, but there was 2 years and then 2 years.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for someone who played the original version.
This is exactly what I'm telling you. So I didn't realize this yet. I was playing it and elements were feeling missing. I don't have this blueprint. I see that I can find people for my base, like NPCs to work on my base, but they're saying you need to have this terminal. I was like, but how do I build that terminal? And No Man's Sky had no tutorial when I played it. When I started playing it, you know? Today it has a super tutorial.
Man, they fucking released that game just way too early.
Dude! Imagine games like Anthem, Destiny, all of these with the huge roadmaps that crash and burned, and this thing had a roadmap.
And abandoned.
Exactly. And this game, which had no recurring payments, no microtransactions, no money like those games, and actually stuck to its roadmap and
it's
succeeded.
Impressive. And started off with such a big
PR
controversy.
PR explosion, yes.
Yeah, because the guy just...
Like a bad thing.
The guy, the CEO, was just saying nonsense. He was saying stuff.
Shitting all over them.
But everything he said is now realized.
Yes.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Exactly. So listen, so I talked to my friend and I say, so if I come join your game, do I lose my stuff? You know, I started asking him like mechanics thing. He's like, no, you can play together, whatever. And it was like, the capital ship that I have cost me a shit ton of in-game money. I worked very hard to get it in the past games, like before they had it. Now you get it in the tutorial. Wow. He was like, yes, I have it. I was like, what? How did you get it so fast? He just bought the game, the guy. And he was like, no, but I got it in the tutorial. I was like, what? I told him how much I paid for it. He was like, what? That's a huge amount of money.
I just thought about something regarding their financial model. and how they're sustaining themselves. I mean, when they first released the game, I mean, we all know that the game was released not ready.
No.
Everyone knows this. But I just realized they probably fucking released it that way because they had no fucking choice. They had no more money, bro.
Maybe.
They had to release it so people will buy it,
Some
and they had
people.
more money to continue developing it.
And then
pretty
more people bought it
Yeah.
along the way.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm almost certain this is what happened because I heard this happened to a lot of small gaming companies. However, this also shows again the contrast versus the big gaming companies and all the money and all the resources that they have, and they still fucking fail.
But the goals are different. You are looking at the objectives of the
These guys want to make a good game. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Their goal was this game.
to make a good game.
This game, they had a vision on a game, and this was their goal.
That will
and
be
that's
fun.
why every decision they made was in the completion of this goal.
Yeah, but the game would be fun for the player, right?
I don't know. They have a vision for a game. I'm not saying it's a vision for a good game for a player or a vision for a crazy multi-generated world. I don't know. Who cares? They had a vision. That's what I mean.
I'm saying.
They were visionaries.
Yes.
They had a vision
Yes.
of something, and every decision they make was to achieve this vision eventually.
Yes.
The corporate vision is money.
Yes.
I want money. I want now. This is not making money. Kill it. Go to something that makes money.
Yes.
And that's just the way it is. It's a different perspective.
Listen, it's capitalism. You know.
I'm not criticizing it here or there.
No,
I'm just saying it's different.
I'm not either.
I'm
I'm
just
just.
saying it's
It is
different.
what it is. It's capitalism, and capitalism can be very ugly at times.
I understand the logic of corporates when they do things that
Yeah.
annoy me, and I understand the logic of the other side too.
But me and you there's nothing. We can't change the fact that me and you we see a lot of those companies that we grew up on getting fucked over by the greed. It's
Yes.
even though we understand why it's happening, it doesn't soften the blow. It doesn't
No,
make
of
it
course
less.
not. That's what I said.
Now, it is very reassuring to see some of those people, huge corporations, at least trying to correct course, to course correct their ship. You know what I mean? And because there's such a huge ship, it takes a while to turn.
Yeah, you need a lot of power.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a bit. It takes to make such a huge 180 turn, bro. To basically go to do a 180 and go back.
180 is practically impossible. They're steering a bit.
No, I mean what I'm saying is that they basically have to do 180 because to change the horrible shit that they did, they have to go so back and change everything from the basics is what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm saying 180 and not like just a turn. Just go back. But they are actually trying to do it. EA is actually making good moves. Microsoft are actually making good moves. Pro consumer moves. You know what I mean? And so all the outrage, people like me and you are okay. We're not exactly a good example, but a lot of people with much bigger platforms than me and you, successful people on the socials that have a lot of followers and have a lot of influence, people like rest in peace Total Biscuit, who used to fight for that shit all the time, they still exist and they still make a lot of noise, and those companies eventually, the smart ones, notice this because they know that if they continue the way they do, yes, the profits are good for the near future. But if they're smart and they look a few more years ahead, they see that at some point, the money, the cash cow will get drained out if they keep going in the same way that they go. The people will wise up to the bullshit. You know what I mean? So they're changing their strategy, and they're making it. They're still gonna make a lot of money. They're still gonna do some douchey shit every now and then, but maybe they'll make it a bit more user-friendly, a bit more consumer.
No, but I just see
friendly.
that what they did is they're starting to not ignore one sect of the consumer base, and they're just trying to talk to everyone.
Yes.
Look at EA. It's not that they stopped with microtransactions.
No, of
and
course
shit.
not.
They have
All the sports games are
That's
terrible.
You still have FIFA, but you also have Apex.
Yeah.
But you also have Jedi and Squadrons and whatever.
But you also have the NFL games and the
Yes, they will
NBA
still
games,
do
the
the
whole
clammy
shit.
shit because that's some people it works on.
Yeah.
But they will also give you the stuff that you won't complain
Yeah,
about.
there's
So
a
you have-
balance. There's a balance
Exactly.
of douchebaggery and game and
exactly.
pure gaming,
So everyone can have their niche and not cry.
and that's fine by me because you I guess in today's industry, you can't have the one without the other. I guess even CD Projekt Red are doing some bullshit lately.
My only problem is they're being predatory with children also. This needs to be regulated. That's the only thing. Anything that is for grown-ups and up, I don't give a shit. Yes. You're responsible for your own crap.
That's why countries like Canada and which one
agreed,
are starting to making it illegal.
That's the only asterisk I'm putting on this.
That's why we started talking about the DMCA and old rules that do not apply to the new way things are working with the internet and how it is.
I agree. Dude, we just left the No Man's Sky. My last point.
Sorry.
So I talked to this guy and he says, but I had quest lines to get that terminal and build this base and do that. All these things I got in quests, not in the world.
Yeah.
So I realized, okay, so something is fucked up with my save because it's an old save. They changed the game so much, and my save is very old.
Yeah.
So I went online to some Reddits.
Yeah.
And whatever to find a solution. And indeed, some people said, things need to trigger for you. And the only trigger when you do the things you're supposed to do in No Man's Sky, which is roam around, just see the world.
Yeah.
They said you naturally come back and you start doing the stuff that you already had. Your capital ship and you go to your base or whatever. They said no. Travel a bit. Go. Jump to new site system. Explore a bit and things will happen.
How many
and
hours?
They were right. As soon as I started that, quests started popping up. Quests, dude. The thing had no storyline. Yeah. It had a stupid storyline, which I finished in those 44 hours.
Yeah.
Really, really fucking dumb. That's when I left, by the way, the first time. Because they said that the goal of the game, the unmentioned goal, is get to the center of the universe.
Yeah.
And I did.
Okay.
And what happened?
Nothing.
I had the thumbs up and the game started over.
Yeah, bro, it was an unfinished product.
So I was like, what?
They released it because they had to pay the developers.
Sure.
That's what I think.
So that's what I mean. And once he told me that, the guy was like, dude, there's a hub and multiplayer and quests and dailies and whatever. I was like, where is all this shit? I read on the Reddit, moved around a bit, started popping up quests. Things started happening around me.
Yeah.
And suddenly I was like, what the fuck? This is a live service.
Yeah.
I can talk to people in that hub, chat with them. I can group up. There's not raids, but grouped.
It sounds like MMO.
Yes, it's very MMO-ish. Only first person.
You don't have abilities, right?
world.
You don't have abilities that you like.
No. Everything is technological. Whatever you upgrade yourself, this is what you do.
So it's like
it's a first person MMO.
It's like almost like a Minecraft MMO in space.
Yeah, first person. Yeah, you got a weapon. You can shoot stuff.
Oh yeah, first person, right? Forgot about it. Yeah.
But you can also play third person.
The thing about what they bragged about when the game first came out, I remember, is the seamless technology of going from planet to planet without any loading or anything like that.
My computer, because it's old and banged up, so when it those transitions, you can see an FPS drops because it's loading.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Makes
seamless.
sense.
Everything is seamless.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, when you use the teleporter, there's loading, I guess.
So what we're gonna do now?
When you use the teleporter, there's loading.
So anything else you wanted to say about it, or
no? It's just
how many hours did you invest in it? Do you think so far?
Total?
Yeah.
77.
Oh, not too bad, but very nice, very nice. I thought it'd be more, but then again, you're not even finished with it.
I just started, dude.
Oh, you just started? How many times? When did you start?
When I got back to the game now, at 2020, I had 66 hours in, so I got 11 hours since I started.
Oh my god! So yeah, it's gonna be probably next.
Everything I'm telling you now, Nexus multiplayer.
I thought you were playing it for like weeks. I don't know why.
No! I found all this shit last night.
Oh my god!
Last night I discovered all this crap I'm talking about.
Well, okay.
No, I finished Outer Worlds a week and a half ago.
We need to talk about that as well. When you talk about Outer Worlds.
I got so much criticism for this game.
Yeah, but I want you to tell me about the good things too. Because
I enjoyed it.
I have the game too.
I enjoyed it. I finished it.
Yeah, so I want
to have criticism.
Yeah, but without spoilers, we will talk about it. We also have to talk about Warzone. We have to talk about it. And I know. And we're gonna take a short break now to go and drink and refresh, and then we're gonna record another hour, and then we finish.
All right.
Yeah. So let's